Alright, so let's talk about Israel. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You hear Israel, and immediately your brain conjures up images from the news, serious people in suits, ancient stones, maybe some camels. And you're not wrong, but you're not exactly right either. It's like thinking all of America is just Hollywood and cowboys. You're missing the whole picture, my friend. Because Israel, this tiny sliver of land in the Middle East, packs more surprises per square kilometer than my cousin's luggage after a trip to the duty-free shop. It's a place that will take your expectations, scrunch them up, and toss them right into the Mediterranean. Think you know Israel? Think again. Seriously, put your assumptions on a shelf for a little bit. This is a country where you can be walking through a 3,000-year-old market in the morning, and by the afternoon, you're in a high-tech lab that's literally inventing the future. It's a place where soldiers on their day off are arguing about the best hummus spot with the same passion they'd defend the country. It's a beautiful, chaotic, and fascinating mix of the ancient and the ultra-modern. From its world-leading tech scene to its deeply rooted traditions, we're about to dive into 15 facts that will completely change the way you see this unique nation. That's not just a catchy tagline, it's the literal truth. This is a small country with huge contradictions. Imagine a place where sacred religious festivals bring the entire country to a standstill, but it's also a global hub for LGBTQ plus pride that parties all night long. It's a nation built on ancient biblical history, but it also has more startups per capita than anywhere else on Earth. It's like your wise old grandpa who also happens to be a world champion gamer. It just doesn't seem to fit, but somehow it works. So buckle up, because we're about to take a journey through a country that is so much more than what you see on the news. We're going to explore the things that make Israel, well, Israel. From its powerful women and groundbreaking laws to its surprising economic engines and mind-blowing landscapes. This isn't just a list of facts, it's an invitation to look closer at a place that is, without a doubt, one of the most complex, dynamic, and endlessly fascinating places on the planet. Forget what you think you know. Let's get started. Israeli women are bold, strong, and independent. It's woven into the fabric of the nation. From building the country to leading in the military, politics, and business, they're expected to be powerful. In Israel, women are pilots, CEOs, and leaders, shaping society at every level. This isn't just empowerment, it's the norm. Their confidence and resilience are a driving force, making Israeli women one of the nation's greatest assets. Israel's legal system is one of the world's strongest for women's rights. From its 1948 Declaration of Independence guaranteeing equality, to laws enforcing equal pay, maternity leave, and protection from harassment, women are empowered both at work and at home. These aren't just words. Israel's laws have real teeth, shifting power to women and ensuring their safety, dignity, and opportunity. It's a legal system that truly champions women. When you think of the Middle East, Tel Aviv might surprise you. This city isn't just LGBTQ plus friendly, it's a global beacon of acceptance and celebration. Pride here is a month-long festival, with rainbow flags everywhere and a spirit of freedom you can feel. Tel Aviv's progress is real, backed by legal rights, activism, and a community that welcomes all. It's a shining example of what's possible when love and acceptance lead the way. Israel is the world's hidden giant in the diamond industry. While places like Antwerp and South Africa mine the stones, Israel transforms them, cutting, polishing, and trading billions in dazzling gems every year. The Israel Diamond Exchange in Ramat Gan is a fortress of commerce, where tradition meets cutting-edge technology. Over half the world's diamonds by value pass through here, making Israel a true diamond capital. It's a story of turning something raw into something brilliant, just like Israel itself. All right, let's switch gears from diamonds to data. If you've ever used a USB flash drive, sent an instant message, or used the Waze app to avoid traffic, then you've experienced a piece of Israeli innovation. There's a reason Israel has earned the nickname Startup Nation, and it's not just clever marketing. This place is a factory for new ideas. It has more startups per capita than any other country in the world. More than Japan, more than Canada, more than the United States. For a country the size of New Jersey, that is absolutely mind-blowing. It's like every other person you meet is working on the next big thing in their garage. This entrepreneurial spirit is so intense that the coastal plain around Tel Aviv has been dubbed Silicon Wadi, which is the Hebrew and Arabic word for valley. It's the Middle Eastern cousin of California's Silicon Valley, and it is buzzing with energy. We're talking about a dense ecosystem of tech companies, venture capital funds, and research and development centers, all packed into one small geographic area. You can't throw a stone without hitting a programmer, a biotech engineer, or a venture capitalist looking to fund the next unicorn. A startup valued at over $1 billion. So what's the secret sauce? What makes this place such a fertile ground for innovation? Well, it's a combination of factors. Part of it is cultural. There's a concept in Israeli culture called chutzpah, which is this audacious, almost shameless level of boldness and nerve. It's the willingness to challenge authority, to ask why not, and to not be afraid of failure. In the startup world, where you have to pivot and adapt constantly, that mindset is a superpower. Failure isn't seen as a disgrace. It's seen as a valuable lesson on the path to success. Another huge piece of the puzzle is the military. Now stay with me here. Military service is mandatory for most young Israelis. And in elite intelligence and technology units, like the famous Unit 8200, they receive some of the most advanced technical training on the planet. They're working on cutting-edge cybersecurity, data analysis, and communications technology from a young age. When they finish their service, they don't just have incredible skills, they have a network of highly talented friends who they've worked with under intense pressure. They come out ready to build companies together. It's the world's most effective and unintentional startup accelerator program. This military to startup pipeline is one of the most unique aspects of Israel's tech scene. These young veterans emerge from their service not just with technical know-how, but with invaluable soft skills, leadership, teamwork, problem solving under extreme stress, and the ability to improvise. When you've had to debug a critical piece of code for a national security system at 3 in the morning, figuring out a business model for a new app seems a lot less daunting. This experience gives them a level of maturity and resilience that you just don't find in many 22-year-olds. They're battle-tested, literally. This environment has attracted a flood of international investment. Major tech giants like Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Intel have all set up massive research and development centers in Israel to tap into this pool of talent. They're not just there to sell products, they're there to invent the future. In many cases, these multinational corporations end up acquiring successful Israeli startups for hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars. This creates a virtuous cycle. Successful founders become angel investors, mentoring and funding the next generation of entrepreneurs, keeping the ecosystem thriving. The range of innovation coming out of Silicon Wadi is incredibly diverse. It's not just one thing. Of course, there's cybersecurity, which is a natural fit given the country's geopolitical situation. But it's also a world leader in agricultural technology, agritech, financial technology, fintech, medical devices, and water technology. They're developing everything from drip irrigation systems that can make the desert bloom to AI-powered diagnostic tools that can detect diseases earlier than ever before. It's a relentless drive to solve real-world problems through technology. Ultimately, the story of Startup Nation is a story of human capital. It's proof that a country's greatest natural resource is the ingenuity of its people. By fostering a culture of chutzpah, leveraging the skills developed in the military, and creating an environment that attracts global investment, Israel has built one of the most dynamic and resilient innovation economies in the world. It's a powerful example of how a small nation can punch far above its weight on the global stage, one brilliant idea at a time. It's not just the Silicon Valley of the Middle East, it's a global powerhouse of creativity. Water isn't just a resource in Israel, it's liquid gold. While most countries dump used water, Israel recycles nearly 90%, the highest in the world. This isn't just eco-friendly, it's survival. Their advanced systems turn desert into farmland, making the country a global leader. Now nations everywhere look to Israel for answers. It's a masterclass in resilience, innovation, and turning challenges into strengths. Next time you see an Israeli orange, remember, it's grown with recycled water. Israel has made the desert bloom, turning arid land into a powerhouse of agricultural innovation. Through agri-tech like drip irrigation, they maximize every drop of water. Israel not only feeds itself, but exports billions in produce worldwide. Drones, AI, and resilient seeds help them farm where others can't. Their solutions are now a blueprint for a hotter, drier world, farming the future. The Dead Sea is Earth's lowest point, over 400 meters below sea level, and nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean. Floating here is effortless. You can't sink even if you try. The mineral-rich mud is legendary for its skin benefits, and the stark, surreal landscape feels otherworldly. But the Dead Sea is shrinking fast, threatened by water diversion and industry. It's a place of beauty, strangeness, and fragility. A natural wonder you have to see to believe. Think you know Israel? Think again. Here vending machines squeeze fresh juice on the spot. You can even mail a letter to God. Postal workers place them in the Western Wall. Military service is a rite of passage, uniting people from all walks of life. Israel has more museums per capita than anywhere else. On the beach, you'll hear the endless tok-tok of matkot, the national paddleball game. The USB flash drive, invented here. Hebrew was revived from ancient texts into a modern language. And Israel leads in animal rights, banning animal-tested cosmetics and championing veganism. Israel, ancient, modern, and always surprising. In Israel, sacred festivals shape the rhythm of life. Each week, Shabbat brings the country to a pause. Shops close, streets empty, families gather. Passover transforms daily routines as everyone eats matzah and retells the story of freedom. On Yom Kippur, the nation stands still. No cars, no broadcast, just quiet reflection and community. These moments unite Israelis, turning bustling cities into spaces for family, tradition, and contemplation. They are the heartbeat of Israeli culture. When you say you're going to Israel, most people picture ancient stones, holy sites, and camels. And yes, that history is everywhere, but that's just one side. Beyond Jerusalem, you find Tel Aviv's vibrant nightlife, world-class food, and Mediterranean beaches. There are lush hills in the north and deserts in the south. Even tropical beaches in Eilat. Israel is ancient and modern, spiritual and wild. The only thing to expect is to be surprised. Israel is a land of opportunity, with high salaries, especially in tech and medicine, drawing people from around the world. But here's the catch. The cost of living is sky high. Tel Aviv ranks among the most expensive cities globally, and rent, groceries, even coffee add up fast. So while paychecks are big, so are the bills. For many, the vibrant culture and career opportunities make it worth it. But be ready, your wallet will feel the pressure. Israel is a modern, high-tech nation with a powerful military and robust legal system. Yet it has no single formal constitution. Instead, it relies on a patchwork of basic laws, built piece by piece over decades. These laws cover everything from government to human rights, but the debate over Israel's identity, religious or secular, democratic or Jewish, remains unresolved. The result? A nation always debating its own rules, still writing its story as it goes. Jerusalem isn't just a city, it's the spiritual heart for billions. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all converge here, sharing ancient streets and sacred sites. Every stone tells a story, every step echoes with history and faith. Here, prayers rise from all corners of the world, blending into a living, breathing testament to belief. Jerusalem, complicated, beautiful, and absolutely one of the most powerful places on earth. So after all that, we arrive at our final point. Israel is, above all else, a nation of incredible, mind-bending contrasts. Think about it. This is a country that is simultaneously ancient and hyper-modern. You can spend your morning walking through ruins that are thousands of years old in Jerusalem, touching stones that have witnessed empires rise and fall, and then in the afternoon, you can be in Tel Aviv, a city buzzing with cutting-edge tech startups, world-class nightlife, and some of the most futuristic architecture you've ever seen. It's like a time machine that works in both directions at once. This is a place where deep-rooted religious traditions exist side by side with a fiercely secular and progressive culture. On one street, you'll see families observing Shabbat with quiet reverence, the entire world slowing to a halt. Then, just a few blocks away, you'll find a packed beach party or a bustling cafe that feels like it could be in any modern European capital. It's a society that holds its history incredibly close while simultaneously racing towards the future. How does that even work? It's a delicate and sometimes chaotic balancing act that defines the very essence of modern Israeli identity. And the landscape itself is a study in contrasts. You have the lush green hills of the Galilee in the north, which feel almost Mediterranean, like something out of Italy or Greece. Then you drive a couple of hours south and you're in the stark, beautiful, and seemingly endless Negev desert. You can float in the super salty Dead Sea, the lowest point on earth, and then go skiing on Mount Hermon in the winter. For a country that's so small, you can drive across it in a few hours. The sheer diversity of its geography is just staggering. It's like a world tour packed into one tiny nation. This blend of old and new, sacred and secular, desert and sea is what makes Israel so utterly fascinating. It's a country that defies easy labels. It's not just one thing. It's a complex, multi-layered society where every corner you turn reveals another contradiction, another surprise. It's a place where you can find an ancient synagogue next to a vegan restaurant, or a group of soldiers with rifles slung over their shoulders ordering iced lattes. It's these contrasts that make Israel not just a place to visit, but a place to experience and try to understand. And the people. Let's talk about the people, because they are the ultimate expression of this nation of contrasts. Israel is a country of immigrants, a true melting pot. You have Jews whose families came from Europe, from North Africa, from Ethiopia, from Russia, from America, from all over the world. Each group brought its own food, its own music, its own traditions, and its own way of looking at the world. Walking through a market in Israel is like taking a culinary and cultural tour of the entire globe. It's a vibrant, sometimes loud, but always delicious mix. Then you have the significant Arab-Israeli population with its own rich culture, language, and history that is deeply woven into the fabric of the country. You have Christians of various denominations, Druze communities in the northern hills, and Bedouin tribes in the southern desert. It's a mosaic of different faiths and ethnicities, all living together in this small, intense space. It's not always easy, and the political tensions are very real, but the day-to-day interactions create a society that is incredibly dynamic and diverse. It's a microcosm of the world's complexities, all playing out in real time. This cultural mix creates a society that is constantly debating, constantly evolving, and constantly questioning itself. Israelis are known for being direct, opinionated, and passionate. They'll argue about politics, food, religion, anything really, with an intensity that can be shocking to outsiders. But it comes from a place of deep engagement with their country and their identity. This isn't a place for apathy. Everyone has a stake in the game and everyone has a voice. It's a noisy, chaotic, and incredibly alive democracy where nothing is ever taken for granted. So when you think of Israel, don't just think of one image. Don't just think of conflict or religion. Think of a place where 1,000 different stories are unfolding at once. Think of the scientist developing a cure for a disease, the artist painting in a studio in Tel Aviv, the farmer making the desert bloom, and the rabbis studying ancient texts in Jerusalem. It's a nation of profound contradictions, a land of immense beauty, and a people of incredible resilience. It's a place that will challenge you, inspire you, and without a doubt, completely and utterly blow your mind. So there you have it, 15 reasons why Israel is one of the most surprising, complex, and mind-blowing countries on the planet. From its powerful women and progressive laws to its ancient holy sites and futuristic tech scene, Israel is a nation that truly defies expectations at every turn. It's a place where history is alive, where the desert blooms, and where the culture is a vibrant mix of 1,000 different influences. It's a small country with a story so big it can barely be contained within its borders. A story that continues to unfold every single day. We've journeyed from the bustling beaches of Tel Aviv to the sacred stones of Jerusalem, from the depths of the Dead Sea to the heights of innovation. We hope we've shown you a side of Israel that goes beyond the headlines, a side that is full of life, passion, and endless contradictions. It's a travel destination that isn't just a vacation, it's an education. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left, challenging what you thought you knew and opening your mind to new perspectives. This is a place that really gets into your soul. If Israel surprised you, if it sparked your curiosity, or if you just enjoyed this journey with us, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And for more powerful travel documentaries from around the world that dig deep and go beyond the surface, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss an adventure with us. We've got so many more stories to tell and so many more places to explore together, you won't want to miss a thing. And now, we want to hear from you. What was the most surprising fact you learned about Israel today? Have you ever visited yourself? What was your experience like? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts, your stories, or your questions. We read every single one, and we would absolutely love to hear about your own journey or what you thought of ours. Your stories and perspectives are what make this community so special. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.